Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Tuesday Night Drafts. And I'm really loving Draft Champions at the moment. It's such a fun game mode. I mean, it just mixes things up from Ultimate Team so much, using different players in every single draft. You never get the same players in two drafts in a row, or you very rarely do. So hopefully this draft, it's something unique, and we do get something very high rated. If you do want a high rated draft, drop a like on the video down below, and also always comment how you would draft differently, because that's always something I'm looking forward to from you guys. 99 Reinitschke though, I think everyone can agree that's the pick in the second round, after we get Aaron Rodgers in the first round. So it's a pretty good start on this one. Could go with Baselli, but I mean, I'm going to go with Tyreek Hill, just because if my opponents, they don't draft a cornerback, or they don't draft a fast cornerback, that is going to be easy touchdowns. This pick, a little bit more difficult. This one could go with Joey Bosa. We are going 4-3, or could go with Collins. I'm going to go with Joey Bosa, just because I don't think I've used a Bosa card all year from memory. That's a card I would have liked to have got last year. The one that upgrades over the course of the year. That would have been a nice one there. Lineman picks, I'm going to go with Trent Williams. Just get a nice left tackle, and that should help us quite a lot. And there's always a pick in the draft like this. It's not the highest rated, but I think Bud Dupree, or I know Bud Dupree, is a very, very good user card. I mean, obviously, he does have higher rated cards. If we manage to get the 80 or 93 overall, I think it is, Elite Combine card, I think is the one he has, that would have been pretty nice. But, it didn't come to fruition, and we do get Delaney Walker in the next pick. So far, it's looking like it's going to be a good draft. So this is definitely one I'm going to get some good gameplay in with guys. Once again, who would you have drafted this round? I'm going to go with Ingram. Trey Flowers, not a bad card, but I don't think he'd suit the formation that we are using. Stephon Gilmore here, definitely the pick. 92 rated cornerback. Have to get a corner, otherwise you're just going to get burnt by any receiver, because the base gold ones, they just aren't good enough, really. Sweeney here. I think we're going to get a better running back than Latavius Murray, that card there. So hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me. Once again, think we can get a better running back than Kelly there. I know an 87 is not bad, but you do tend to get the very high rated running backs towards the end. So it's sort of dancing with fire, but hopefully we don't get burned in this pick, and we do, it does end up benefiting us, and we get a nice running back. And then the other running back won't be a wasted pick. Jeremy Maclin there, wide receiver. The rounds are starting to dry up a little bit. Hopefully they do pick up in the last two here. We're just getting the offensive line a little bit. And that's a nice round there. Jerry Rice, Tim Brown, or Randy White. I know quite a lot of people would probably want me to go with Jerry Rice, but we already have some pretty good receiving threats, and we do need some D-line. I've never used this Randy White card, and I have been thinking about picking him up, so I'll see how he plays, just to see, how he does in the team. And this pick, final round, is a 95 plus rated. We're going to go with Ogletree or Night Train Lane. Don't think that Harrison card, once again, don't need a receiver. So I'm going to go with Night Train in there. Hopefully he will be the guy that gets us up to that 88 overall. That's the minimum threshold. Looks like it's 88. Can it go up to 89? I know we've got a left end that goes going to a right end. Doesn't look like it will. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed the draft. Stick around for the gameplay. If you have enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel. But for now, I'll just jump straight into the gameplay with this pretty sick draft. So, jumping into the gameplay, one thing you are going to notice is we do tend to actually have the better team in these games. I think so anyway. I mean, Reinitschke alone he's just an absolute, he just patrols the field so well. He's always in the right place at the right time for me, and he's just a card I love. It's a card I was very, very, very wanted to pick it up for want of a better word there, or better phrase. I wanted to pick him up for absolutely ages, and it's just someone that should come in good for us. Once again, I'm looking for Tyreek Hill deep. I said I was going to do it when I was drafting him, and that is what we're going to do. We see him just get a step on his corner instantly, and he's gone. I mean, the safety's not going to get near him, won't be fast enough, and that's why you get someone like Tyreek Hill in the team. And something else I did say in the draft is Bud Dupree is a good user card, and that is something you'll see after this absolutely insane Stephon Gilmore interception. As you can see, the space is opened up on the left. For some reason, I think that was Reinitschke there, just decides he doesn't want to block. Doesn't matter, and Stephon Gilmore gets probably one of my favourite pick sixes of the entire year. That was an absolutely ridiculous pick six. But As I said about Dupree, we're going to use him wherever we can. It's obvious my opponent's going to go to the tight end here. Everything else is locked up, and he gets a very nice interception with Dupree there. Very, very happy. I mean, he's 6'4". He's pretty damn quick. I mean, this card I think had about 88, 89 speed with relatively good jumping. So it's something, you know, that makes it a very, very good user card. He's sort of like Anthony Barr in that regard. He's a little bit slower, a little bit shorter. I think he's an inch shorter, but he will do the job just as well for you. So he forced my opponent back to his 1 yard line. Obviously, I'm going to send pressure to try and get that safety. He plays, you know, a nice slant play there. He's always going to get that if I'm sending a blitz, which I was. And I played the hole there. For some reason, my defender fell down. If you go back and watch that again, for some reason, the guy I was using just decided to fall on the floor and get absolutely nothing from that. But we're still going to keep sending the pressure. I know I've got quite a few guys on the line who can get round blocks pretty fast, and we get a nice sack there, getting my opponent down to his own 8 yard line. You know, really trying to box him in. I'll give him, if he wants to go for a deep shot for a play action or something, you know, fair play to him. I'll give him that. But I'm going to send in some pressure. Hopefully he won't do that. And I think this is Randy White getting an absolutely huge safety for me there. So that is why I got him in the team. It's very nice to have a good D lineman who can put pressure on the QB, especially like Randy White, because he's not a run-stopping D lineman. He's more of a finesse, pass-rushing D lineman, and that's exactly what you need in draft, because barely anybody runs the ball, if I'm being honest. It's nice to just get pressure on the opponent's quarterback in situations like that. But we do get another touchdown off Tyreek Hill there. I think that's 2 catches for him, or 3 catches for 3 touchdowns. So every catch so far has been a touchdown for Tyreek Hill. Because all I'm doing, I'm just sending him on those streaks, and to be honest, it's coming off. There's no reason not to do it, because I think he had 7 or 8 speed points on my opponent. Once again, I knew he was going to go there, just a few steps behind on the play with the user. User is definitely getting a lot better. I mean, I'm using cards that definitely lean towards user-in, like this Bud Dupree card, sort of the Shazier style cards. And once again, Dupree gets an absolutely ridiculous animation. And at this point, I thought, another pick 6, definitely on the cards. But unfortunately, he loses so much speed for some reason, not sure why. But we're up 23-10, or 23-0, sorry. Very nice play action from Rodgers there. Everyone bit on it. And we come down on the 1 yard line. He has to pick whether to sort of gamble up the middle or gamble on the toss. He gambles up the middle, and we run it in for a toss. So it's 30-0, still in the first half, and we're still behind the 2-minute warning. At this point, my opponent, he gave up, if I'm being honest. He just decided he's going to try and get one last score before the end of the game. He can't do that because Night Train gets a ridiculous interception, and all we're going to do is kill the game off with one final touchdown, just, you know, to get that final score. The game did go all the way, but I didn't think there's any point showing all the highlights in the game, because it was just, he ended up with no points, and it's just continual touchdown after touchdown after touchdown. It's not going to be that exciting to watch. So we're going to jump into the second game here. Once again, that is our team. That Randy White card, I think it's so good. It's someone, him and John Randall, I think in a 4-3 would be ridiculously good, because they get pressure on the quarterback so often. But we're going to start off on defence, which is exactly what I wanted. Hopefully, you know, my opponent can't get a kickoff return or anything like that, because that really puts a downer on the game. I think if you get a kickoff return against you in the first play, that is pretty much game over. You just lose your head, and you know you're behind straight from the off. And luckily it doesn't happen for us. But he does get to the 21 yard line. He's one of these players who, they're going to continually just throw the short out routes, slant routes, things like that. So I know I could potentially just go cover 1, and eventually I'll get a pick on his drive, because I'm going to have so many people in and around the box that he shouldn't be able to come down with catches like that. But that was Jermaine Gresham, I think, coming down with that catch. So didn't expect that. And he's going to go for the run. So this is why, you know, cover 1 against this guy. He's never going to pass it deep, especially while he thinks the slant's working. But I'm going to gamble on the crossing route. Comes up nicely, and that's Bud Dupree yet again with an interception. I think he got 3 or 4 interceptions for me on this draft run. I think that was his 3rd already in the video. I don't know if there's another one. We'll have to wait and see. But we do get a pick 6 off that, which is perfect. And once again, he's just going to go straight to the dump-off route. As you can see, he's 3rd and 4, 4th and 1. He's getting 3 yards per play. Literally, all he's getting is 3 yards a play. And we force into 4th and 1. I'm pretty sure he's just going to go for a dump off. He's not going to run it. There's no way he's going to run it, especially if I look like I'm going to blitz up the middle. I'm obviously not. I'm going to try and cover the crossing route. So cover the right, and Dupree lurks it perfectly. Very nice animation there from Dupree, which is exactly what I wanted. I mean, with that jump in, that height, he's always going to come down with the ball. And this is, once again, Tyreek Hill. He just outruns people, flat outruns them. We do miss the conversion off this touchdown, but we're already up 13-0 in the first quarter. And we get ball at half, if I remember right. We do get ball at half. Terrible user in there. He's going to launch it deep. Nothing I could do here. I go for the pick. What I knew I shouldn't have done that. I knew I should have just let the CPU bat it down or gone for the swat or something. But I saw my name in headlights. Thought I could get the pick. I couldn't. But we're going to try and respond. I mean, if it works for him, just lobbing it deep in double coverage, why can it not work for Tyreek Hill? Once again, I know he's in cover 3. So, at worst, I mean, I'll have a one-on-one coming down with the ball. At worst, the safety comes in and dislodges it. But Tyreek Hill, fortunately, does hold on to the ball. And, I mean, he got that catch, so I'll try and reward him with a touchdown. Very nice cut to the outside there. Didn't look like he was going to get open, but that route running, that speed is going to get him open. And that is 20-3. We're already up 20-3, still in the first half. I mean, in draft, it seems so hard to me to get a full game. As you can see by the length of the video, full game does not happen. But it just seems so hard to get a full game in the draft. No one stays till the end. Or if they do, like the first guy, it's an absolute destruction. And there's no point putting it in the video, because it obviously wouldn't be that enjoyable to watch. But we come to the end here. I'm pretty sure you can guess why it's coming to an end. Perfect throw there from my opponent. I thought someone was going to pick up the get an interception. Unfortunately for him, he didn't come down with it. I thought that was a great throw. Went for the high point pass, and he should have come down with it. I mean, I think it was Night Train who dislodged the hit. So with hit power like that, it can happen. But this is the last play of the game. He's going to try lob it deep. It's 4th and 12. At this point, I knew if he didn't get it, he was gone. I'm just going to try and use the crossing route. He didn't get it, and that is it. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, drop a like on it, subscribe to the channel, but I will see you guys soon for another video.